What's going on? You're Fanatic here with
No more.
Welcome to episode 46 of The Drive. State of Origin is tonight. The Rugby League 26 game is around the corner. Trailer could be dropping tonight before Origin. Fingers crossed. So there's a lot to talk about. We have filmed 2 episodes in the last 2 weeks, and they both have not uploaded to YouTube.
Corruption.
So we'll be keeping this episode a bit shorter to hopefully make it easier to upload. I don't know. It's been playing up. It's been annoying. But we've got a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. Firstly, the big talking point going into tonight's State of Origin Game 2 is the Aaron Woods-Billy Slater feud. Wow, it is heating up. Because this year hasn't really had any, like...
And it erupted with Woodsy.
Yeah. Shout out Woodsy. It all started when the teams got dropped and DCE got cut from the side. And Woodsy on Triple M says, "These blokes up north say we don't get Origin. Well, Billy, you've just turned on your skipper. I want to see the real Billy Slater come out, the grub that we know of."
I like that. That's really... You're sticking a fork in there, eh?
Yeah. So Queensland did not like that. Billy Slater didn't like it. Gordon Tallis didn't like it. Gordon Tallis came out and said... Let me pull up the quote. He said... Right there.
What you doing?
Okay. Gordon Tallis came out and said he wasn't that brave when he was a player. He's braver on the mic.
Wow.
He got sacked from 6 clubs, so he knows what it feels like. And when Queensland start listening to a bloke that played his last 6 years in reserve grade, we've got problems. You know, Woodsy went and took his son about a month ago and got a photo taken with him, as in Billy Slater. And if I thought someone was a grub, you wouldn't go ask him for a photo. That's what Gordon Tallis came out and said.
Yep.
And then Billy Slater, yesterday at the press conference before Game 2 that they do in Perth, he said, "When you degrade someone personally in a derogatory matter, you probably don't deserve one of those privileged positions that we're all in. You don't know what people are going through. Although I might be able to handle it, the next person mightn't be. Maybe our last coach didn't," as in Paul Green, who unfortunately committed suicide in like 2022, 2023.
Like that. It's totally unnecessary to make that extra statement about the last coach couldn't maybe handle it. Like, that's just... Like, again, I think, even though Woodsy's right, you could have just brushed him as a media toxic bloke.
Yes.
Very easily. Not just go into detail and then have a full-on plan reply and elaborate, mate. Just...
And Billy Slater probably thought he was cooking with his response. And
Absolutely
that it was
not.
that it was going to give light to mental health and that.
No.
But everyone has just not agreed with Billy Slater. I think he crossed the line. Literally, all Woodsy did was say he was a grub. That's all he did. And Billy Slater has proven that he was a grub.
Yes.
And yet he's brought Paul Green into it, saying that words like a grub could push you towards suicide, which is absolutely wild. And Aaron Woods responded saying, "One particular comment that he did make, I just thought Billy went a little bit over the boundary. I just think it was completely unnecessary for the situation. I don't really care about Queensland. I've got a huge bet on the line with New South Wales. That's what I'm focused on." Shout out Woodsy. He's just back in his state. And then Billy Slater came out this morning after all the backlash with an apology. He said, "Yesterday I wrongly made the link between Paul Green's death and the stress and pressures of coaching, which wasn't accurate nor was it appropriate. I feel terrible about what I said, and I spoke to Amanda Green this morning and apologised for any hurt that it may have caused her and her family. I just want to say this, Paul had CTE. It's a different disease to what I was referring to. Once again, I'm deeply and genuinely sorry." It's heating up right now.
It's a shame we're talking about this sort of actual players having a crack at each other, though.
Yeah, I'm all for the coaches having a crack, but the way Billy Slater randomly just brings Paul Green into this, it's insane. This is after, like, you've got the Bush poet saying all this, like, the way he's wording it about, like, saying, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Like, he is saying how it's like it's that Woodsy's crossing the line and like it's bad for mental health and that. Meanwhile, in 2010, which is now resurfacing, that Billy Slater said to Corey Patterson, a guy that was publicly depressed, like he stated that he was playing with depression. Billy Slater in a game, just try and get under his skin, says, go have a cry in your room. So it's very hypocritical. It's insane.
I know, but I get the competitive edge, but that's just a bit too far as well. Yeah,
like, he's publicly admitted that he's battling depression. And then Billy Slater, of all the players who are now saying that mental health, he's the one that said to Corey Patterson in 2010 just to get under his skin in the game, to go cry in your room and basically making fun of Corey Patterson, which it's like it's just hypocritical. That's something a grub would do.
Yeah.
And like he was a grub when he played. Like there's players that it's fine. Like Josh Reynolds was a grub, and it's a good thing. Like,
no, he's a dickhead.
I love it.
Because you're a grub too.
But like
Billy
Slater was a grub, and it's like he would. There was when
I hate the nice guy perception of Slater though. I hate.
Yeah.
He's a grub, but he tries to pretend he was a clean skin. He was never a clean skin.
Yeah, like that one word, that one 4-letter word, got so far under his skin, it's insane. Yeah. And like he used to kick players in the head.
The chicken wing. No, that was Kevin Smith. Sorry.
Was it James Graham that beat his ear, or was it the other way around?
Graham beat Slater's ear.
But yeah, like it's just insane to me. And then also, you've got the Queensland media calling Spencer Lini a grub, saying smash this Blues grub, when they then didn't kick it to him.
You have to kick
so the Queensland media are using the word grub to New South Wales, and Spencer Lini is not bringing out some mental health card.
Yes, but he pulled the racist card on Extra Man though, mate.
Yeah, so that's true. I don't know. It's crazy to me. We'll see where it develops now that Billy Slater's apologised. I don't know if it will develop too much further. Speaking of Ezra Mam, he is in the extended squad for the Queensland team.
Nuts, sister. I still can't get my head around that he's in there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. There's probably players. I don't even think, like, he's played how many games? 5?
Maybe 10. Oh, no.
No, this season.
Oh, 5. Yeah.
And I don't think his first game back he played well. I don't think he's done enough to really call up that Origin call up anyway. It's just weird that they're bringing him up this soon after, like, people think he should have been out for the whole year.
Yeah.
Most people do. So the fact that he's now getting an Origin call up midway through the year.
You're praising, you're not empowering, what's the word? But you're putting a spotlight that doesn't need to be shown in Rugby League right now, but picking him in the Origin squad.
Yeah, and is this what the Queensland spirit is? Like, kind of crazy. I just saw you mentioned Ezra Mam, so I figured I'd bring that up. Another pick I didn't like for State of Origin, it's in my own team, Stefano Itokamanu.
That's so crazy, man.
Being in this team, I do not like whatsoever. I've said it multiple times. I've exhausted myself from how much I've said it though. It's just I've done it in the last 2 YouTube videos of having a rant about it. So that never got uploaded. Stefano Itokamanu is just not Origin worthy.
Hang on, I just need to see what. Keep an eye on my maps for me, please. When we very soon, I have no idea where I'm going.
Stefano has not earned this Origin call up. They picked him over Keon. Keon was in the extended squad. Keon is now injured and out of the extended squad. They brought in Checker Preston. But, like, there are other front rowers you can pick over Stefano. For example, Terrell May. But Laurie Daly's got something against Terrell May as well. Like, he was never going to bring him in. I figured that. It's just weird. Like, people thought that since Mitch Barnett...
she was meant to go there. Damn it.
Nah, you're fine. Since Mitch Barnett got injured, people thought maybe now's the time to bring Terrell May in. I knew he wouldn't. The fact it's something to do with Craig Bellamy being in the coaching squad that got Stefano this spot.
He's got the Melbourne connection there. So.
Oh yeah, you ignore this one as well because that's
up there. I know.
You added 9 minutes.
We'll be fine.
Okay. Stefano, like, I hate the pick. I absolutely hate it. Like, there are multiple props we would pick over Stefano.
Josh King,
You could bring in Gerbo again, just for the spirit. Stefano does not offer any, like, he like, when he was at the Tigers, right, I thought he was Origin worthy, right? Because he was playing like he was Origin worthy. Then when he wanted out of the club, he started tanking. He was so bad when he just decided to switch off. And joining the Storm, you'd think everyone thought he was going to be a top 5 signing. I probably did as well, I don't remember. But
it made a lot of sense.
Because you're going to the Storm.
Yeah,
he hasn't been a top 5 signing. He hasn't been a top 10 signing. Probably hasn't been a top 20 signing. He has been so average, and yet he's getting an Origin call-up. Like,
that's a Bellamy pick, 100%, mate.
Yeah, it blows me away.
Like what you said before, it's not even the best New South Wales prop for Melbourne.
For the Storm.
Josh King.
I would pick Josh King over him. Maybe it's because I'm biased and don't like Stefano.
No,
but
I like Josh King a lot.
But I would probably pick Josh King over him. So he's not even the best New South Wales Storm prop, which is insane that he's getting picked. I don't like it.
Is Toby Couchman available?
Probably.
Because I was taking Toby Couchman
Yeah,
as well.
He's been killing it this year. I think it's insane, but
like, I know it's a bit grim. I would have been happy McInnes off the bench and then move Yo into the prop forward position over than picking Stefano.
Like with Keon obviously now is injured.
But
the fact that Stefano still got picked over Keon before he got injured, like while he was fit, is mental to me. Keon has been tenfold better than Stefano this year, and the fact that they picked Stefano in the actual bench, it blows me away. I wanted to crash out there real quick because I haven't had the chance really to. Okay, what else should we talk about? We'll talk anything else about Origin, any of the build-up?
No, but here's my hot take of this right now. I think Latro's going to be really zoned in because him and Luai carved up together last year. So I think Latrell may even get a hat-trick tonight. How many people have done a hat-trick in Origin? Maybe 5 or 6? Not many.
Yeah, probably like 6.
But I just got a feeling tonight Latrell's just going to kill Toya. I got a feeling.
Yeah, maybe. We can talk about the changes that they made, actually.
Well, you got Hamilton to wing, which I get as pure speed, but now I think it's just throwing your whole plan out of whack, though. It's a bit weird.
That was kind of their weaker edge, having Holmes on the wing and Hammer in the centres, so they've switched them.
I wouldn't call them weaker, but just like defensively.
Yeah, Holmes.
You're going up against Critter and Lomax.
Yeah.
Like.
So they've switched them. I think it's better because Holmes is more of a centre than he is a winger, and I think Hammer's more of a centre than he is a winger, but Hammer's a better winger than Holmes is.
We don't know that.
That's what I see nowadays. Like, probably 10 years ago, Holmes was a good winger, but now Holmes is just a centre for me.
Yeah.
So that change does make sense. DCE did get dropped.
Massive call still.
Thoughts on that?
Still didn't deserve it, but I still can see why, though. Because he was atrocious game 1, and then he just, since the decision, he's only played 2 or 3 games for Manly since then. The decision to either retire or leave Manly. So. Yeah,
like, DC has not had his best year this year.
No. You were thinking like he's one of the at least top 4 halfbacks in the comp. Now he'd be lucky to be top 8 right now.
Yeah. Like, DCE, literally every single year, he was getting better and better, somehow every year. Like, he was aging, playing like an aging fine wine. Aging like a fine wine,
yes.
But this year, he just has not been the same. I still think he wasn't like, it's like he was used as a scapegoat for game 1 for some reason.
Well, it's always the halfback's fault when you don't win in Origin.
Yeah. So they have dropped in, brought in Tom Dearden, which I rate because Tom Dearden has been one of the form players in the comp, especially this last month. Probably he might be the best player in the comp.
That's a big call. He's played about halfback.
He's up there. He'd be a top 5.
Yeah,
He had the game where he had 5 try assists. Then I also nearly picked him as player of the week for another week.
Yeah,
because he's just been killing it. And then they have Cam Munster as captain now, which I also rate. He's just been stuck behind DCE, otherwise he probably would have.
Well, he's even overtaken his own club captain over Harry Grant in Origin now, so it's tricky.
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
Well, good points.
Second row, Kurt Capel has been brought in, Nenai moved to the bench, and they dropped both Fermor. And then Trent Liero swaps with Pat Carrigan, so Trent Liero is starting off.
That
with
is so
Carrigan.
ridiculous. I love Liero all about. How can you? Arrow would say Carrigan's your best player,
Oh yeah.
and you're not even having him in this sign lineup. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Maybe they bring him on for impact, but
There's your impact, but you can still get impact with leg speed if you want to do Ruben Cotter.
Yeah.
Lock. Sorry, coming off the bench with his leg speed. Sorry. So.
Yeah.
I think it's such a dumb move by Slater. He's getting the case of the Fiddlers, it feels like right now.
Yeah. It's kind of weird because Fittler used to be that weird, like, the weird coach that would have his, like, players go barefoot and connect with the grass. Meanwhile, Freddie's smoking the grass.
Yeah.
And then now you've got Billy Slater, the bush poet, who's, like, the way he words things, and it's just...
He's trying
They
to
are
be
kind of similar, like,
Yeah.
and they're both on the Channel 9 panel. So, I don't know, maybe there's something...
there's a Channel 9 corruption case.
There's something in the Channel 9 studio.
Maybe Chappelle Corby's supplying for Channel 9.
Oh my god. Maybe there's something in the Channel 9 studio, because then there's also the Gus thing with Galvin, which we'll probably cover soon. What are your thoughts on Kurt Capewell coming into the side?
I got it. Like, you think he's going to be better defensively right then. I saw the stat, 20 extra tackles missed compared to everyone else in the list. It's like, what the heck is that, man?
The top 5 was like Gagai on 48, someone on 49,
Appy.
someone on 51.
Appy was up
Appy
there.
was 55. And then in first for missed tackles was Kurt Capewell on 75 missed tackles this year. It's insane. Besides Heath Mason, I think when I checked this stat, the stat might have changed by now, but when I checked this stat, Heath Mason had the most missed tackles per game, but he'd only played 3 games. Kurt Capewell's played 13, 14 games, and he has like he's averaging like 3 missed tackles a game, or like 3.8 or something. I don't know,
It's a
something
bit
like
much. Yeah.
maybe 5. I don't remember, but it's like 5 actually. So Kurt Capewell defensively has been terrible this year. And he's getting brought in over the likes of someone like Corey Horsburgh, which people wanted him to come into the side.
I don't know how you don't pick Horsburgh. If you want to put impact on the bench, he's the closest thing they got to a...
Corey Horsburgh got picked at 19th man.
I know, I just don't get it. He's better than Collins, man. Collins is just he is the... What is it? He's the Dame 2 of Fisher Harris's. Is that the saying?
I think so. That's your saying.
Damn it.
But...
Fuck's sake.
Oh, you've made another miss.
I think so.
more makes misturn after misturn.
I didn't update.
We're not going to make it to work.
No, we'll make it to work. Actually, you know what? I think we're actually fine. Is it?
No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going that way.
Yes.
Oh god, we might have added another 15 minutes.
Well, at least ride's close to our next location, then, mate.
Yeah. And then they've got Jack Howarth at 20th man and Ezra Mem as 18th. New South Wales, we have swapped Moses for Luai now that Moses is injured. Mort's pissed.
I'm getting distracted. I reckon we need to wrap it up soon before I send us into Mars.
We will wrap it up soon. But Moses has been he's injured, so we've brought in Jerome Luai. Obvious replacement. Luai's gonna bring. I can't wait for the team song because Game 1's team song was
it's not
terrible.
that bad. Extra 2 minutes, is it?
I think 5.
We'll make it.
Luai, the team song that after we won in Game 1 was shocking. And it was missing Luai. So when we win in Game 2, the team song is going to go off, and I can't wait. Luai just brings that oomph about Origin as well. So I'm hyped to see him play tonight. Besides that, I don't think we made any changes except Stefano coming in for Mitch Barnett, which I did not like. Because Keon can play prop, second row and lock.
Yeah.
It just made more sense to begin. Now Keon's out. You could maybe have brought Stefano in. Like, again, it should still be Tarome.
It should be still like a versatile bloke then. Like, I will go on, like, after what Tomo said, what he said on his Twitch, I think you can't pick him for the series personally. No. But then I will have gone like Kim and Kinnis and then move Yo to prop for a bit over.
Or the 20th man, Lindsay Smith, maybe.
He's been better than bloody Stefano.
Yeah. And then Matt Burton's 18th man. But Jacob Kiraz has been brought into the side in case Toto is injured. I don't think Toto is injured though. I think Toto will play.
Can I say something about why we're talking about Bulldogs people?
What?
I'm not going to be racist, I promise that now.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I've never seen... This is up there one of the most drama-filled bloody games, that South game. The amount of times you have to just literally tell the doggies fan, go to your seat, you're in the South fan members only zone, was ridiculous. at least in my sections, so between 1:30 and 1:31, at least 10 times there's an occasion a security guard tapped the dog's fin on the shoulder, like, get out of here. Like, seriously, mate, like, you're carrying on like you own the joint. Piss off. Seriously. It was so annoying. And them somehow get into the borough. What the security guards need to play better managed, and the Bulldogs fans should know not just to go in there.
Yeah.
Like, just piss off. I know it's not that big a deal, but it's just so frustrating. Like, what are you doing there?
Speaking of own the joint, what do you think of the Allianz situation?
I'm happy we're staying at Acor.
Yeah.
But it's not even the Roosters' home stadium. They share it with the Waratahs and the Swans as well, don't they?
Waratahs, is it Swans? I think it might be Swans, yeah.
There's a few teams. You don't own the stadium. It's the New South Wales government owns the home of the Roosters.
Well, New South Wales government, I'm pretty sure, was the one that said no to the Rabbitohs.
I don't care. Because they obviously got influence from freaking the Roosters.
Nick Politis. Uncle Nick's got him on their payroll.
Yeah, he's part of the sombrero effect.
So you're fine with it?
I'm hope they stay at Acor. I prefer it. The parking's a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait an hour every time to get out of a footy game. So.
Yeah. So Roosters have won that little battle, but it will just make the rivalry even better.
Yes, it's another chapter for the Book of Feuds. But
yeah.
I'm low-key happy with Acor, but I just want to win. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Because we were just playing so not that bad. It's like there's 4 tries each on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one though.
Now, what should we talk about? We'll talk about quickly. Taylan May and Pearce-Paul have signed with the West Tigers.
Great signings.
We need them both.
You can see the fits straight away.
Yeah.
So you got obviously Taylan May coming in for doing Dewey can be your utility from now on.
Yeah, I'd rate that.
And then Pearce-Paul, he gives you another option for kicking, and he's the king of the backbacks for me. Pearce-Paul is outstanding for the backbacks.
What do you mean?
So
like
you kick it up, and this back row taps it back for whoever.
You know who's even better at it?
Who?
Dream Buller. Dream Buller is the greatest person on a kick chase in the NRL.
Absolutely not. It's
who's better?
Zach Lomax.
On a kick chase?
Kick out?
Like on a bomb to the wing, yeah, Lomax. On a kick chase, it's Dream Buller.
It's probably...
My God.
I'd probably go the whole play Bulldogs. So their kick chase is up there with one of the best in the comp.
Fair enough.
Especially kick out. Oh my God, he scares the crap out of me. I'm like, I saw him just nailed Jagger a few times. I'm like, stop him.
But yeah, I think they are probably our 2 weaker positions in our side, and the fact that we've added depth to both sides, I like it.
Depth, I think, straight into the starting lineup.
And yeah, maybe not Taylan May because he's on a train trial, so I think they wait with him. But Pearce-Paul definitely would be. Yeah. So I rate that. What else? Okay, so speaking of Tigers, since our last video, Lachy Galvin has officially left the Tigers, officially signed with the Bulldogs, and made his debut. I'm glad he's gone because now we can hopefully focus and hopefully get the win against Raiders at Campbelltown, which Raiders Tigers at Campbelltown is starting to become one of the feuds in the NRL as well.
I might even come depending what time I finish work.
It's becoming a feud. Tigers Raiders at Campbelltown. Like it is. The last 2 matches have been insane. The Jamal Fogarty penalty goal to win the game because and
Rapana having the shit game.
Rapana having the worst game by a player I've ever seen. Had like 3 try assists for the Tigers. So I'm very hyped for this Tigers Raiders game coming up. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Lachy Galvin signs with the Bulldogs, and my problem was the fact that he scored on his debut. That I didn't like that because I knew what the media would do. They would say that Lachy Galvin's so much happier at his new club, and
that's waffle.
It fell into his arms, and he scored. I mean, he kind of set the try up, to be fair, to start with, and then
the tackle break and pass it. Well, even the little thing like they're carrying on back. Oh, look at the tries he did for the South game. I don't even remember it. I don't think he just passed to Bronson Cherry and he scored, wasn't it? Or Kiros?
Yeah.
I'm like, and they're carrying on about. I'm like, what?
It was mainly the try that bugged me. I was like, of course he had to score on his Bulldogs debut. Of course he did. So it makes Tigers look worse.
That was annoying. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm trying to cover. There's a lot we need to try and cover. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the part that everyone's loved talking about the last 2 weeks. Rugby League 26. has officially been announced by the Super League. I just want the NRL to hurry up and do it. I want to see a trailer. I need a trailer. Pump it in my veins. That's all I want.
No, you want Buller on the cover. And then you ruin the cover.
On the cover, but
and then you ruin the cover.
Yeah, I might need a couple of replacements. But I just want the game. It's gonna release July 17th. It's gonna be $89 at JB Hi-Fi, $99 at EB Games. Kind of insane prices, not only.
Yeah, I already got one from JB, so game day one will probably do something as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's going to be on PS5, PS4, all the Xboxes.
I think Switch eventually as well.
Switch maybe in 2026. Switch 2. That's what I would love, because by then I should have a Switch 2 and I will play it non-stop. But
I'm telling one. I think I saw something. I think someone confirmed there's a big time customability.
Yeah, there will be customability. Is that the word? Customization.
Sorry, I am.
And then it's also cross-platform, which is huge.
So you don't have to buy 5 different copies, which is massive.
Yeah. Cross-platform is one of the biggest key points about it, because
you'd have to buy multiple copies.
Yeah, they didn't have cross-platform in Rugby League Live 4, so
the closest thing you got was you could play online on the PS5, but you had to have a PS4 version, obviously, still. So it was like only for PlayStation only.
Ooh, that's weird.
So I when I versed was in the competitive comp.
Yeah.
I versed someone on my PS5 and whooped them.
Oh wow! I didn't know that you had to have the PS4. Actually, they didn't sell a PS5 version, did they?
No.
Oh, so that's fine.
So you're stuck in the retro game.
Yeah. I'm just hyped to get new players. The Dolphins are officially going to be in the game finally.
And hopefully no more censorship for our player names. Hopefully.
Yeah, like instead of downloading players and they're all censored on Rugby League Live 4, it's going to be in the game. Okay, quickly, what is the one thing you want from this game? One thing.
If I have one thing, I would like a amazing tactics would actually make a difference. And that's very simplified, because look what I tried to do with you on the live stream we did, and it went all grey and I didn't even know what I was doing. Like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Yeah, I think that's just because we're bad at the game.
I would say
everyone else would understand it. But.
Okay, I would say one thing: consistent online servers. Because if you're going to do this pro team, it's going to affect everything. So consistent online servers is the other thing.
Probably.
If that's the one thing, I'm taking that, because you need it. And actually, you know what? A manager mode that actually makes sense.
I would love like an actual cool story mode.
That's like the My Player.
Yeah, like something like that. It won't be in the game. Let's be real. But
no, it was in the last game, but it wasn't very good though. I just want.
Oh yeah, I want like, even if there's like a few cutscenes and stuff. I like that kind of stuff. But,
well, there's cutscenes in the last cricket game.
Yeah.
It got a bit repetitive, then it just felt like it's gameplay.
Yeah.
So.
I like more franchise options for me, because I like doing franchise and being a coach. I like making changes to the sides and like simulating a lot. Everyone wants Ultimate Team. I just know I wouldn't spend a lot of money on the game, so I don't really care too much about Ultimate Team. But if it does become part of this game, it's a huge deal. And they will make so much money.
Oh yeah. Like the microtransactions will go on.
Yes. All these memes about packing different players. Bro, if I pack a Dream Bull, I'm losing it. So yeah, that's Rugby League Live. I can't wait. I hope the trailer drops tonight. I hope we at least something tonight, like before State of Origin starts, because it could be the cover art for the NRL thing.
It could be trailer.
NRLW is confirmed as well.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say it. Don't gonna say it.
I think we could actually talk about it. The Kangaroos brothers.
Dude. They a bit of hot water for what they said.
Yeah.
I totally get it makes sense, but mate, you just don't say that shit now. It's 2025, mate.
Like it's a lot of like their fans are saying that everyone else is snowflakes.
No, you're dead.
But like genuinely, okay, NRLW is actually a good product. If I look at like WNBA and I see all the memes of Angel Reese being absolutely doo-doo, that's fine to me, because she's not good, and she thinks she's really good. NRLW, they know where they stand of like being an up and coming product they're just trying to grow the game and like perform like the best that they can do. NRLW is growing. It's obviously not NRL level because NRL's had 115 years. NRLW is in their 5th, 6th year, and it's a. I like the product. I rate the product. I
try to enjoy, and you can tell it's getting better. The way I can tell it's getting better is the goal kicking is like before they used to get nowhere near. Now they're actually getting pretty damn close. State of Origin
game 1 at that point in the season was the highest watched NRL game.
Wow.
For the women's State of Origin game 1.
It's amazing.
That's the stat I learned from one of the tab reels from Alana Ferguson. But like that's saying that the game's growing. Obviously NRL is so much bigger, but NRLW compared to NRL is probably up there in women's sports compared to other like sports.
Probably behind for me. The WNBA, I'll say it's soccer's the best, obviously.
No, what I'm saying, like in comparison to the men's, like from the gap, I don't think it's as far as most other sports.
I would say the smallest gap is probably the Women's Super League.
No, it's tennis. Tennis, women's as close as you can get to the men's. But like compared to other sports, like NBA, WNBA, NBA destroys WNBA. Like
Shay will cook them.
Shush about Shay, don't get me started.
You don't even watch. So no.
Like WNBA has like Caitlin Clark and that. She actually is like
she's a laser.
Really good. She's cracked. You've got the Sabrina girl who can shoot very well. I don't know too much about WNBA. I just see a lot of Angel Reese and a lot of me bounce. Like she
misses it and grabs it.
She's breaking records for scoring more rebounds than points or something. I don't know.
Grabbing more rebounds than points.
Yeah, that's. And she's the focus of WNBA, so it looks really bad. But NRLW, they don't have anyone that's coming out and saying that they're better than the men's, and they know that NRL.
They know the audience a bit better.
Yeah, but the product they're putting on is a great product, and when you have people that just crap on it for the sake of crapping on it, just for that, like because they think it's funny, it's kind of weird. I don't like it, And then the leaguey came out and kind of put him on notice about the Kangaroos brothers.
Yeah.
And I rated it like he's not wrong. Like they do kind of just crap on it when they can. Like they're talking about if Kennedy Charrington's above a 60 or if Ali Bringenshaw's a 95. Like it.
Of course you're
gonna upscale the ratings of the NRLW players. They're like. The best NRL, it's going to be compared to the other NRLW players. They're not comparing those ratings to the NRL players.
No.
It's the same as FIFA.
Yep, Sam
Kerr's a 91. So is Mbappe, I think.
But it's you compare it against a talent version.
Yeah, and
it's not hard to figure out.
Do you think it'll combine the things like EAFC has?
I don't know, because it's obviously Rugby League's a bit more violent.
Yeah.
But you know what? They got an M rating, so maybe that's why they're doing it to cover their ass.
True. They do have an M rating. Maybe they do. Well, like having custom teams where you can put women and men on the same team.
Well,
I don't know. That's a good question.
Do you know the rating for NBA for WWE 2K?
What?
I'm just asking if you know it.
Oh no.
Because they added the intergender stuff, and maybe if it's an M, maybe they'll add it.
It might be M. Because there's probably blood, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway. But like. Yeah, now that I think about it, would it be M because... Why would it be M? Would it be gambling?
Yeah, but FIFA's not an M. And they got like Ultimate Team, which is a...
It is like...
Gambling simulator.
Maybe there's Biff Simulator. Maybe you can punch on in this game. That'd be cool.
Maybe they can do it like the hockey
game. Like a mini game. Yeah, mini game. First scrum, if you press... a combo of buttons, you shout cattle dog and you...
Is it this one here?
Yeah. It's a good question. Like I actually don't know if they will if you completely separate them or if you can add women's players to men's teams and like custom
It'd be pretty cool.
That's actually interesting, and I really want to find out now. But yeah, I'm so pumped for the game. I can't wait. I hope there's a trailer tonight. Okay, quick other talking points before we give our last Origin Game 2 predictions. Meninga will be the Perth Bears coach.
He's a big name, but I don't feel it.
He hasn't been a club coach in about 22 years.
Yeah, when he was sucking with Canberra, like 01, I think.
Yeah, but then again, he might be the greatest rep coach of all time. It does help the players he's had at his disposal, but when you look at his numbers and stats, he is the greatest rep coach of all time. Do you think he'll be do you think he's a great candidate for the Perth Bears coach, or would you have went someone else?
I'm thinking he's a screen Brad Arthur for me.
Yeah.
I think he did as much as he can with the Eels, and I think the Eels just hung out to dry as the massive scapegoat.
Oh yeah.
As they are. So I just think Brad Arthur, I swear there's connection with Bears and Brad Arthur as well. I don't know it right now off the top of my head, but I just think Brad Arthur was the best man for the job because he's done it in clubland for that long at the Eels. So
yeah,
I think it's a no-brainer. There's another coaching gig as well going around, and this is getting heavily linked to Manly. Did you hear about that?
Oh yes, I did. Which means we probably won't get any more Mick Ennis on commentary. You know what we would get? Mick Ennis in press conferences, post-game press conferences.
Oh, no.
They'd be just as funny.
No, he's annoying. They're wearing the arm wrestle. They played 30 seconds. Shut up, dickhead.
But on commentary, you don't have a choice to hear him. Post-game, you can willingly listen to him. And hearing... I would love to see Mick Ennis on a post-game press conference.
Oh, he would drive...
I would love that.
No.
It'd be so fun.
It would make me change the channel.
Deep on the line.
For Fighter.
I think he'd be... I have no idea how good he'd be, but... Anthony Steve, Manly are in a weird situation. Their next game, they're moving Turbo to the centres.
They're in desperate.
They are very desperate. So I don't know how they'll do. Of course, they verse Tigers in 2 weeks, and they'll probably turn it around there, knowing us. We're a team that knows how to turn other teams around.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they do struggle in the next few weeks, I think he might be gone. I think it will be Mick Ennis. Coming in. What else? The Australian coach now would have an opening now that Meninga is becoming Perth Bears coach. Cam Smith talked about 100% footy. What?
Charming. Look at that. That's on the island.
Oh.
And the police just went past on the right, so they were really fast.
Lol. I think Cam Smith is a potential candidate for the Australian coach. Anyone else stand out?
Maybe Billy Slater. Maybe, but he's crushing out too hard. Yeah. I think what I've heard is maybe Cam Smith. Also heard a small rumor Wayne to take over the tour, and then after that, Cam Smith. I've heard as well.
Yeah, maybe like a similar to the Tim Sheens Benji thing that they did, even though that didn't really work out at the Tigers. How Tim Sheens would start, Benji would come in. He came in earlier than expected, but he was under Tim Sheens' wing and learnt as much from coaching as an assistant to then take the job later. They could do something similar with Wayne Bennett and Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith has never coached. He's been an assistant coach for Queensland, but you could have Wayne be the coach for the tour and have Cameron Smith under his wing, and then Cameron Smith takes over. So I could see that working.
I would love to see Madge as Australia coach. Jesus Christ. To me, he just gets ripped footy.
He beat us 30-0 with New Zealand. He's got what it takes. Madge might be the greatest coach of all time. I love Madge. We sacked him, and I'm.
No, we didn't sack him.
No, Tigers.
Oh yes.
Tigers sacked him. I hated it because I always thought Madge was a great coach. Even then.
Do you reckon it's always a place?
I'm glad we now have Benji because I do think the team is turning around. But I rated Madge. I always did. That what was it called?
Tales of Tiger
Town. That documentary showed everything of what he's like, and he's over the top aggressive, but he's so good. I love Madge. I just love what he stands for. I love it, and I was bummed when we only had him for 1 year at Origin. It was one of our best series wins.
And we called it maybe 18 months beforehand.
Yeah, we did. Madge.
Come back to the Blues.
One more thing. Penrith are now 9th, and I said, I did say, I've said it all year, people turned on them. They're like, no, they can't make the 8. I'm like, yes, they can. I've tipped against them every single week. But this week, no. I've tipped with them every single week. I don't think I've tipped against them once all year.
Yeah.
And has it cost me all year? Yes. But are they turning it around now? Yes. And I think they easily make the 8. Like, the fact people wrote them off so early, but the comp was so close. Like, the bottom 8...
Well, Titans are still 2 wins away from the 8.
Yeah. They're 4 points behind 8th, which is, like, shows how close this season is. There's not one team that's, like, shockingly bad.
Yeah.
I mean, there are, but they're getting wins. There are shockingly bad teams, like the Titans.
Well, look at Dolphins. They were so crap at the start of the year. Now, like, they're saying they're locked in for the 8. I think no one's really locked in for the 8 for me.
Yeah.
Basically, from 6 and below, you're not locked in for me right now.
Who's 5th? Sharks?
I think Sharks will rock up.
Because the top 4, Bulldogs, Warriors, Raiders, Storm. I don't know the order ananymore, but I know that they are top 4.
It's roughly that.
They've all looked amazing this year. Dolphins, the fact that they've scored 150-something points in the last 3 weeks.
Oh, that's insane.
They're killing it. And they're just exciting to watch. You've got Isaiah Katoa, who's now captaining his side, the second youngest captain.
I would argue he's been the best halfback this year.
Yeah.
He's been outstanding.
Isaiah Katoa's been definitely one of the best halves in the comp.
I wonder if he can win the Dally M.
He could, because he'd be getting quite a few points for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't know where he was when the voting went behind closed doors, but...
He's just been on fire all year, though. When they've won, he's been like, holy crap, look how good he's played.
Okay, let's try and wrap it up. We'll talk about State of Origin tonight. What do you think will happen? I think we win because Queensland are so rattled.
Mate, the New South Wales and Perth absolutely cooked, so I'm seeing a massive... Like I said before, Latrell had trick for Robert Toy's head.
I don't see this going to a decider. Like, everyone's like, oh, you're riding Queensland. Like, Queensland are the one team you don't want to ride off, but at the same time, this feels more confident than usual it does. I think it's going to come down to game 3 as the dead rubber, but can we get the whitewash on? And then Queensland might turn up. But I genuinely don't think they turn up for this game. I think New South Wales win and win comfortably.
It depends how true Billy sticks with his things. I think Carrigan must start for me.
He's so rattled. You can see how rattled he is.
I know.
Like, he's backtracking on everything he's saying. He's trying to look like the smart man, and he's not the smart man. They're rattled. Queensland are so rattled. New South Wales will win this game. It's just going to come down to whether Queensland turn up for game 3 and if we get the whitewash or not. But I'm so positive we win this game.
Do we hit 50?
No.
No.
But I think we may hit 30, 40. I don't think we hit 50.
Okay, the Perth games...
Imagine we hit 60 though. Oh.
The Perth games are always big. New South Wales.
New South Wales, in the 2 Perth games we've played, which are all 3 years apart, we've won by 32 points each game. So I can see us hitting 30 or 40, probably not 50. But then again, like, we could get the Queensland side that just turns up. But they haven't won a game since Billy says we're still Queenslanders. Yeah. They've just been meh. Like, they haven't offered much. They've barely scored against 13 men. Yeah. They've only ever scored against 12, except like 1 or 2 other times. They're rattled. They're so rattled. Billy especially is so rattled.
And this right edge, it might be the most dangerous right edge ever in New South Wales history.
And people are saying, like, we look back on that Queensland team as the greatest team of all time. In 10 years, we'll be looking at this New South Wales team.
We don't know that.
I think that's a bit of a stretch, but at the same time,
you can sense an aerial dominance coming.
Yeah, you can feel it. We did think that when Freddie started, and he only won 3 from 6 series, I think. But this year does feel different, even if we don't know if Laurie's that
guy.
Yeah, he's a bit weird. But I think we win the series. It's just whether or not we win game 3 and get the whitewash for the first time in 15 years. New South Wales first time in 25 years. So, do you think we win 3-0?
If you ask me right now, I'm saying yes.
I also think we do.
But that could be changed all by tonight.
Oh yeah, it's still possible to lose the series, but I think we win the series. It's just whether or not we win 3-0. That's going to do it for this episode. we're going to post our actual predictions, like first try score, man of the match, and score predictions on Insta tonight. So stay tuned. If you haven't, go see our Queensland. Go see our
1 to 3.
3 games or less Origin draft that we did last night. It's only players that have played 1, 2, or 3 State of Origin games. And
is it here or straight?
Right. I think.
I hope you're right.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Go look at our draft on Insta. Vote for who you think won. Because I think I did, but it was. I thought it was closer than the votes are saying.
I think you beat me, but it's not as bad as the votes are saying. Yes.
Yeah, I think my Queensland all-time draft was better than this draft.
It depends. I was probably basing mine too much of Origin performances. Like the amount of tries Boy and Gaga has got in Origin is insane.
Yeah.
Where a lot of the interviews is better in general.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna do it for this episode. If there's a trailer tonight or something, we'll also react to that. And go up the Blues. See you all.